FI terminologies. There are important terms which is often used in FI. They are node, pool member, pool, and virtual server. Let's discuss one by one in detail, and then later we'll go for the configuration. So a node by definition, it's a configuration object represented by the IP address in the network. In simple term, a node is a server which has a unique IP address to access in the network. Okay, and also a node is an actual machine, a server machine where the application is running. Okay, when I say a node is a server, it can be whatever model, or it may be a physical hardware, a physical server, or it may be a VM, it may be a Windows server, or it may be a Linux server, whatever it is. In general, a node is a server which we can access in the network with its IP address. Okay, it should be reachable, it should have a unique IP address in the network, and where the application is actually running. Okay, so because as FI is an application delivery controller, here we are focusing mostly on the applications, right? So a server is a machine which has a unique IP address in the network for the access, and also where this application is running, its application on this server or node. Okay, so a node is a server, and then it should have a unique IP address. So as we see, we have three servers here. One is node 1, which is a server 1. It has 10.10.10.10, and server 2 has 10.10.10.2, and server 3 has 10.10.10.3. Okay, next one, it's a pool member. So before going into that, when I say node and when I say it's a server, it can run multiples of application in it, right? Different kinds of application in it. Say for example, I can run a HTTP application with port 80, and I can run a HTTPS application with 443. Sorry, it's 80, it's 443, and I can run a FTP with port 21, etc. Right? So in the server, I can run multiple applications based on the business requirement. Okay, so a pool member is not, by definition, a pool member is a combination of node and the service port. When I say a combination of node and service port, say for example, if I am having an application, a web application with listening at port number 80 with HTTP services like testfi.com. Okay, just consider, and I have another other application abc.com which listens on port 443 for HTTPS, and I have also one FTP with port 21. Okay, so what does a pool member refer to? It's a combination of node along with the listening service port. So what does it mean? Is 10.10.10.10. So we are saying that pool member is a combination of node along with the service port, right? So what does it mean? 10.10.10.10 port 80. So what does it refers to? This is the node and this is the port. And what it is referring here? It is referring to the application testfi.com. So whenever a request comes with this IP along with this port, it refers to testfi.com. Okay, as like the same, if it is 10.10.10.10 port 443, it refers to abc.com. Okay, because a pool member is a combination of node along with the listening service port. Okay, so these are the pool members. This is the server. Okay, and it's referred as node, and inside the server or inside this node I can have a multiple pool members. Okay, and I have a one pool member which is running on HTTP, and the other one running on HTTPS, and other one running on the FTP. So it's like the same on this node also. I can have testfi.com uses port 80, and here abc.com uses port 443, and I am also having an FTP service port 21. Here also, if I'm having testfi.com, it's completely based on the business requirement. Okay, abc.com. It's not that I can run only one application or two applications. It completely depends on the hardware resource allocation, resource availability, and the business requirement. Okay, so it's not that if I'm running an HTTP application, I cannot run an HTTPS on the same server. No, it's not like that. Okay, so it's listening on 443 and it's listening on 21. So this is what a pool member is. Again, for an example, let's see another example. If it is a 10.10.10.30 with service port number 443, what does it refers to? It refers to abc.com, because in this node 10.10.10.3, the application which is running on which is listening to the service port 443 is the web application abc.com. So it refers to this. So this is called as pool member. So each of these nodes, each of the server is having three different pool members. This is a different pool member, this is different pool member, this is different pool member. Okay, so I hope a pool member is clear now. Now pool. So pool is nothing, a group, forming a group or a pool of pool members serving the same application. Okay, so if you see in this example, I have testfi.com here and testfi.com here and testfi.com here, and all of them are same application. They are running on the same service port, so they form a group, a pool. Okay, as like the same, if you see this abc.com along with service port 443 here and abc.com 443 here and say abc 443 here, they will form a different pool. Okay, as like the same, the FTP running here in all these three machines, all the three servers forms a different pool. Okay, so this is what a pool is. A pool is logical grouping of pool members. They are running in different physical or different servers. That's it. Okay, so what is this pool? This is HTTP pool. For which application? Testfi.com. And the other one is HTTPS pool, and we have created it for abc.com. Okay, and it is for FTP service. So this is different pool, FTP pool. Okay, so this is what a pool is. So what is a node? A node is a server. It may be a hardware server, or it may be a VM, it may be a Windows server, or it may be a Linux server. A node is a server with a unique IP address in the network, okay, where the application is running. This is called node. And a pool member is actual applications which is running inside the node. Okay, it's referred as a combination of node along with the service port. So when I say node, IP address of the server and the service port which it is listening to. So if it is abc.com, it's 443, and if it is testfi.com, it is port 80. Okay, so this is what pool member is. And pool is a logical grouping of pool members available in different servers. Okay, this is what pool is. So the last one is virtual server. So by definition, a virtual server is associated with pool and allows big IP system to send, receive, process, and relay network traffic to the pool. Which means, in simple terms, okay, a virtual server is a kind of a proxy to the actual original physical or application server. Okay, so as per our example, let's see with an example. So as we discussed earlier, testfi.com is an application that is running in three physical hardware, three nodes with a service port 80. Okay, and they form a pool for HTTP pool for testfi.com. Okay, and they are behind the FI. So virtual server is a server, a logical or a proxy server which is created in the FI on behalf of the original application server. So, as per the client, he may not aware about the exact or the original application servers behind the FI. As per the client, the testfi.com is 172.16.0.100. But actually, it is a proxy. It is a proxy of the original application server behind the FI. Okay, so this is what it's a virtual server means. Virtual server is not an actual server. It is a kind of a proxy that act on behalf of the original application servers. Okay, so that is the reason we are telling it's in full proxy setup, because whenever a session is initiated from the client to the destination, it will be it's not a single session, because it will be a dual section. Say for example, post to a DNS reservation, whenever client he wants to communicate with testfi.com, it will be a two-way communication. It's not a two-way communication. Two different sessions will be available. As like one session is between client to FI, and the other session is between FI to the servers. So it's not a single session between a client to the server. It is a two different session. It's two different session. One is between client to FI, and FI will initiate another session on behalf of client. So there will be two sessions. Okay, let's in the next upcoming videos, I'll show you using the packet capture. I'll show you how this destination NAT works, and how I'll show you in detail. Okay, how there isn't two sessions like that. Okay, so now let's see how to configure this node, pool member, and virtual servers and all.